What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. I hope everybody's having a good to great day. Before we get started, please hit the like button. Also, share this video. Um, also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested and intrigued to know what people are thinking. All right, let's get to this work. Teofimo Lopez, the takeover. I've been a very strong critic of Teofimo. He recently had a bout the other night on ESPN with Steve Claggett. Now, I said I was going to go in on T.O., but I'm going to try to be diplomatic. I'm going to try to be fair to T.O. as well as giving it straight from the hip. T.O. is a phenomenal fighter. Okay, he ain't garbage. He ain't a tomato can by any means. I just think that T.O. is in a different point in his career than he thinks he's in. And I know he's still young and he's 26, but I think his best fighting days, are behind him. My reason for that is that even Bob Arum has expressed frustration with Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum has said that he can no longer give Teofimo these gimmies, if you will, these matchups where you know he's going to win, and turn a profit because people are starting to catch up to this Teofimo Lopez schnick. Now, this isn't me. This is Bob Arum saying that people are getting tired of watching Teofimo fight fighters that everybody knows he can beat. Maybe that whole gimmick is still working for Tank Davis and a little bit for Shakur Stevenson, but it's definitely not working for Teofimo, and this is where I kind of get upset with him. As far as Teofimo would run around using everybody's name to sell a fight, but he doesn't fight any of those names when it's time to fight. In fact, I've even heard Teofimo talk crap about a guy, get in his face, and then switch up the whole energy, try to be the dude's friend. So you never know when he's being serious, when he's talking crap in the first place. But I know that he used Terrence Bud Crawford's name to sell this fight with Steve Claggett, telling everybody that he was going to move up to 47 and challenge Terrence Crawford when everybody knew that was cap, because Terrence Crawford is moving up to 154, maybe even 160, to fight Canelo Alvarez. Well, he's trying to put himself in a position to get that fight, but definitely not fighting Teofimo at no 147. That fight would do nothing for Terrence Bud Crawford, and definitely he's just at a different point in his career anyway. Being 36, T.O. being 26, T.O. needs to focus on the guys that's in his generation. But after his fight, he called out Pitbull, Esau Pitbull Cruz, Pitbull. I said Esau Pitbull Cruz, which is a fight that I would love to see. I think Cruz, Pitbull, get him up out of here, um, and give Teofimo a dose of reality if that fight is to happen. But outside of that, what my evaluation of Teofimo is that he's a B-level fighter. All right, he will take care of C-level guys. He'll get them out of here. But if you give a guy that's fairly on his level, like a Jermaine Ortiz was, or a guy that's above his level, he's going to have troubles with that. I've seen a lot. I was rewatching his fight with George Kambosos, and you could just see the lack of boxing IQ from Teofimo in that boxing match. He's going fist to fist with George Lopez when he should be, excuse me, not George, George Lopez, George Kambosos. He's going fist to fist with him when he should be really, boxing him, sticking and moving, doing what he need to do as the champion. But he came out there making all these elaborate promises about how he was going to knock George Kambosos out, and he ended up getting knocked out, or at least knocked down anyway. But at the same time, I don't think Teofimo Lopez is anywhere near the fighter that he thinks he is. He just went 12 rounds with a tomato can, respectfully, to Steve Claggett. And Steve Claggett, I wasn't very familiar with him, but he's been fighting for a mighty long time. This fight with Teofimo marked his 48th fight. I believe he was like 38, 35 or 38, 7-2. So, this guy's been around the rodeo a few times. Interesting enough why Teofimo would go fight a guy like him immediately after fighting a guy like Ortiz that was in his prime and was able to dance around Teofimo, really display Teofimo's inability to cut off a ring, and really display his lack of boxing IQ. Like I said, I think that's the thing that really works against Teofimo Lopez, is that he's not that smart of a fighter. Not knocking him, he's definitely a very good athlete. He has a little power. I don't know if his power has translated to 140. His last few fights have gone the distance. He just went the distance with a guy that's nowhere near his skill level. Should not. I'm gonna say it like this: I was expecting Teofimo to knock this dude out by the 6th or 7th round. To be honest. And a little bit after that is when I fell asleep because my expectation was for him to knock him out by that time. And this dude was sitting there actually going tit for tat with Steve Claggett. Claggett was knocking him up, piecing him up, and his face looked horrible after the boxing match. It looked like Teofimo got into a dog fight with Tank Davis. He was lumped up pretty good. So, yeah, man, I just don't know. I just don't know about Teofimo. Then everybody will run around and castigate Devin Haney. They'll say he's pillow fisted when Teofimo didn't knock out this tomato can. Does that make Teo pillow fisted? They'll say that he's not as good as. Excuse me. They'll say Devin Haney ain't as good as he think he is, but I don't think Devin Haney has ever gone 12 rounds with a guy on par with Steve Claggett. I don't think that's ever been the case. And they also say that Devin Haney don't sell. Well, Teofimo's fighting on cable television, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I haven't yet to see Devin Haney fight on cable television. Maybe he had before I started watching him, but the last 4 or 5 fights I've seen from Devin Haney, they've all been pay-per-views. They've all been fights that I've had to pay for. So, I just that speaks volumes to Teofimo right there. Boxing on a Friday night on cable television. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock him, man. I'm trying not to knock him. I give Teofimo a hard time. I give his fans a hard time. But he is a decent boxer. I just don't think that he's as good as he thinks he is, respectfully. And so that's all I got for y'all on this one. It is Tony the Savant. Please, again, like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel, as well as leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Again, I'm always interested to know what y'all think about these topics we discuss. It is Tony the Savant. Peace.